Greetings, upstanders. Dr. O here, and as promised, by 5 p.m., Pentagon reporters had to turn in their badges and leave, and only OAN, I'm not going to call them their full name because they are not a news network, has decided to stick with the Pentagon. And people are talking about this is a tragic day for journalism, and people can't believe this actually happened. And people are saying, oh my gosh, even Fox News decided, or sorry, a little slip there. Even Fox, decided not to sign this pledge that they were going to put everything through Hegseth. And to be clear, this is problematic. This is part of the authoritarian takeover. This is what other countries do as it relates to how they protect their military and make sure that everything gets vetted. But I think people are looking at this the wrong way. This is Pete Hegseth and Trump. They expected all of these networks to decline. They didn't expect all of them to sign any documents agreeing to do this. And how do I know this? The reason why I know this is because the only network that signed on is OAN, and OAN is what the Trump administration uses as the official voice of Voice America. And if you're not familiar with Voice America is basically like America Radio. It's like broadcasting of American issues and news and culture and music shows and all of that. They broadcast that around the world. So they would have like music shows, hip hop shows, news shows, politics shows, culture shows, basically broadcasting American life to the rest of the world. Voice of America or VOA News. You can look it up. I used to do a lot of work with them. It was a great organization. Donald Trump took that over, and once he came back in and basically made Voice of America the streaming platform for OAN. And so now you have OAN as a streaming platform for the voice to the world, voice for the United States, Voice of America, and also to be the voice of the Pentagon, as in Defense Department, not the War Department, because that name has not been approved by Congress. And so this was part of their plan. They didn't want all of these guys to sign up to the pledge. They wanted to be able to put themselves in a position where they can pick one network to stream everything that they want and put out everything as they want it. And OAN was all too willing to step up. And so we need to call this out for the journalistic travesty that this is. We need to talk about how small, Trump and Hegseth and these other guys are. But we also have to make sure we're talking about this as part of the exact plan to make sure that the government, the Trump administration, is having its own state-run media. And they were hoping that it would be Fox, but obviously with the Epstein, Wall Street Journal, Rupert Murdoch, all that other type of stuff, that coalition, even though these guys are still straight up MAGA over at Fox, that coalition, in terms of us being the puppet for you, they're not willing to go that far. And so the Trump administration needs another propaganda network to do that. And OAN is filling that void. We also have to be mindful of, this is why Trump and his people are looking to get TikTok and influence other platforms like Facebook and the like. So I hope people are paying attention to that. If you're familiar with Voice of America and you haven't checked that out in a while, go look at their website. Go look at what they're putting out. It's Trump propaganda through OAN, who's also going to be putting out Hegseth propaganda through the Department of Defense. And so that's a story that we have to be mindful of. It's not just about, journalists taking a stand. This is what Trump and Hegseth wanted all along. They want more opportunities to give more media less access. And this is what this latest stunt was about. And they are just one step closer to increasing their state media propaganda. As Hitler said, whoever controls the media controls the race. Like if you control the media, you run stuff. And that's what they're attempting to do right now. We can't let it happen, and we got to call it out. Let me know what you think. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get to 25,000 subscribers. And I look forward to having this conversation with you. Peace.